Welcome back. Good to have you along. As always, you're watching Ozarks Tonight. I'm David Oliver. As we enter into the fall season right now, we're still going to see a lot of the normal fall events you're used to seeing across the Ozarks, but there are going to be some changes. One of those will be to the Friends of the Library book sale at the fairgrounds. We're going to hear more about what to expect for this annual tradition out there with one of our friends, Kathleen Odell with the Springfield Greene County Library System. Kathleen, good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
We're glad you're here. So let's talk about the sale, which begins tomorrow and it goes through the weekend. People look forward to this all year long. Happens twice a year generally. This is our fall sale. You didn't have the spring sale this year. So tell me about what are we going to expect here at the fall sale? Well,
you will have the same great selection of books and DVDs and CDs. We haven't scrimped on anything. The friends assure me that they have just the full complement of everything that people love to buy there for all ages and all interests. And it's at the E-Plex.
And so this is the fall sale. Friends of the Library puts this on, raises a lot of money for our library system here in Springfield and Greene County. You didn't have the spring one, as I mentioned. So let's talk about some of the changes that we're going to see out there, because there are some requirements in terms of social distancing out there. I know masks are going to be required regardless of health condition or not, and optional for some children, right?
That's correct. And the Friends took that position because they want to protect shoppers as well as this army of volunteers of all ages who are out there, day in and day out, helping with the sale. So all masks are required of all people. Children age 11 and under, it's recommended, but it's not required. And we will have someone at the door, making sure that people have masks on. And we're going to encourage social distancing. And they will also enforce the occupancy limit for that west wing of the E-Plex. It's a really huge area, so I think we could still get a lot of people in there.
Did I also read on your press release you're asking people, with the exception of bag day, when there's a discount, with the exception of that day, you're asking folks to bring their own bags for what they're going to buy and take away?
That's right. And a lot of people bring boxes too. We were so short of boxes that we don't have a lot to spare. So we're asking people just to bring their own sacks, paper sacks, plastic, whatever. A lot of people bring their own cloth bags because they know that they will be loaded down with lots of things. So every day except bag day, and we'll supply those bags.
And I was going to say, one of the things I noticed in terms of this year's this fall sale, you have a new category in Better Books called Black History and Culture. I assume that perhaps is born out of some of the discussions and movements we've seen in our country over the last many months.
Sure, yeah. The Friends stay up on what is current and what are the topics of the day and what people are interested in reading. We know from the checkouts of audiobooks and books at the libraries that there's a heightened interest in literature by Black writers and books about Black culture and history. And so the Friends, as they get donated books of the year, they pull those aside and they're making a special section in the Better Books area for that.
Okay. Kathleen, we haven't talked to you a whole lot since this pandemic began back in March. I know you guys have had to, obviously weather some challenges there at the library. You were closed for a good amount of time. I know we just had another staffer confirmed with COVID today, and you all are being transparent about that. But talk to me about how you've been getting along just there at the library system over the last many months, and why this Friends of the Library book sale is so important to your operation.
Well, first of all, when we reopened in late May, people were overjoyed. And as we have added back more and more services, as it is safe to do so, as we are requiring masks and things, people are they're feeling like they're coming back home. And I think having the Friends sale is instilling kind of a feeling of normalcy when we have not been feeling very normal in recent times. So, the Friends sale not only is helping us bring people back and giving them some fun things to look forward to and things to load up on for the fall and winter, but, kind of welcoming our friends back at a safe distance.
You know, and one of the things that you all mentioned in announcing your fall book sale was that basically, you know, books and movies have kind of been our refuge this year as we've been hunkering down a whole lot more at home. And we're going to need more of that heading into the fall and winter months, perhaps more than we needed before now. So maybe this sale is coming at a good time.
Sure. And, you know, a lot of people have been talking about how they're cooking more or they're getting travel books and dreaming about getting away. They're also loading up on gifts for the holidays. So, you know, you've been to the book sale, you know that there's just a huge amount of cookbooks and travel books, as well as science fiction, religion, you know, a lot of Christian fiction, Westerns, you know, every possible kind of escape or learning opportunity that you could have. They've got it at the sale.
Okay, we've got about 30 seconds left, Kathleen. Give us all the particulars, the times, the dates, and also that phone number to call for more information.
Okay, Wednesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. at the E-Plex. Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and that's half price day. And bag day is Sunday, 1 to 5 p.m. And we will supply the bag. Everything you can jam in a sack is $1 or $5 from the Better Book side.
Okay. And the number to call is 862-8699 if you'd like some more information, right?
And you can always call the library and we can answer questions too.
Okay. Kathleen O'Dell with our Springfield Greene County Library System. Good to see you. Be
Thank
well.
you.
Stay healthy. Good luck with the fall book sale at the fairgrounds this weekend. We will have more Ozarks Tonight after this quick break, so stay right here.